Welcome to today's lecture on AWS Amplify and how it simplifies front-end hosting and CI/CD for modern web applications. If you are building apps with frameworks like React, Vue, Next.js, or Vite, and you want a fully managed deployment pipeline without worrying about servers or infrastructure, this topic will give you a clear understanding of how everything works together in Amplify. Today we will discuss the following topics: front-end hosting and CI/CD, CI/CD pipeline, build configuration with amplify.yml, custom domains and redirects, and production Amplify best practices. Front-end hosting and CI/CD. AWS Amplify Hosting is a fully managed platform that handles both front-end hosting and CI/CD for web applications. It connects directly to Git repositories like GitHub, GitLab, or AWS Code Commit, and automatically builds and deploys the application every time you push code. The hosted application is delivered through a global CDN with a free SSL certificate, ensuring fast and secure access. It supports modern frameworks such as React, Vue, Next.js, Vite, and even static HTML, while also providing branch previews so that every pull request can be tested through its own live URL before merging. CI/CD pipeline. The CI/CD pipeline in AWS Amplify is triggered automatically whenever code is pushed to a connected branch. Each build runs in an isolated managed container where dependencies are installed during the pre-build phase. The application is compiled during the build phase, and optional tasks can run in the post-build phase. After a successful build, the output is deployed to a global CDN, and each branch receives its own deployment URL. This ensures that production, staging, and feature branches remain independent, and a failed build does not affect the live version of the application. Build configuration with amplify.yml. The build process in AWS Amplify is controlled using an amplify.yml file placed in the root of the repository. This file defines all build phases, including pre-build, build, and post-build commands, as well as caching and deployment settings. It specifies the base directory where the build output is generated, such as dist for Vite or build for React applications. It also allows caching of node modules to speed up builds, and supports custom HTTP headers for security and performance optimization, which are applied directly at the CDN level. Custom domains and redirects. AWS Amplify allows you to connect custom domains to your application through a simple setup in the console. Once a domain is added, Amplify automatically provisions and manages an SSL certificate. You then configure your DNS provider by adding a CNAME record pointing to the Amplify domain. Redirect and rewrite rules handle important behaviors such as forcing HTTPS, supporting single-page application routing by redirecting all unknown routes to index.html, and enabling clean URLs. You can also map different branches to subdomains for separating production, staging, and development environments. Production Amplified best practices. In production environments, AWS Amplify should be configured with a clear branch strategy, where the main branch is connected to the production domain, while staging and feature branches are deployed to separate preview URLs. Sensitive data such as API keys must never be committed to the repository and should always be stored as encrypted environment variables in Amplify. Security headers should be defined in the amplify.yml file to protect the application at the CDN level. Additionally, staging and preview branches should be protected using basic authentication, and build failure notifications should be enabled to monitor deployment issues in real time. Conclusion. In conclusion, AWS Amplify provides a complete and fully managed solution for front-end hosting and CI/CD, making it much easier for developers to deploy and maintain modern web applications. It automates the entire workflow from code push to production deployment, uses a global CDN for fast and secure delivery, and supports powerful features like branch previews, custom domains, and environment-specific configurations. With the help of the amplify.yml file, developers gain full control over the build process while still benefiting from automation and scalability. By following best practices such as proper branch management, secure handling of environment variables, and enabling security headers, teams can build reliable, secure, and production-ready applications with minimal infrastructure effort. Thank you for watching.